Evil is on board. Powerful evil.
I really loved the screenplay. It was an alien-style story set on the ocean in 1897 and with Dracula instead of the alien monster, basically.
Dracula, there's something just potent about that mythology. Everyone knows fear. Everyone has a relationship to fear in some way, and I think Dracula represents that for us.
I believe that Bram Stoker really conjured something that changed us culturally since the moment his book was published.
What the devil is that?
The theme of Dracula really stems back to the themes of the devil. And that's what this is. This is the devil on a ship.
It takes place on board this merchant ship, the Demeter. It's an environment that we don't really associate with the Dracula story, but it really is a very rich part of the Stoker novel.
What's that? Captain's log?
The movie is based on one chapter in the book, chapter 7, which is called The Captain's Log, from July 6th to essentially August 6th.
This log is a record and a warning.
It's this sort of broken, fractured account of these strange events that befell the doomed crew, but we don't really know what happened in between those moments.
Search the ship, Mr. Voyage.
The idea in the book is that this sparse information gives rise to that sense of dread and that sense of what the hell is going to happen here.
There's more to explore. There's some gaps to fill in. So I'm glad they got in and sort of opened it up and dug deep on it.
There is something out there. Someone.
Braggy Shoot, who had this idea originally and wrote the original screenplay, was fascinated by what actually happened on the ship that transported Dracula from Transylvania to England. And our partners at Amblin really loved that idea, as did we, and we certainly found our perfect director in Andre Overdahl.
I really loved all the characters on board. They felt like a real crew of people who are trying to understand what they're facing on board that ship.
God's anger has come upon this vessel.
Shut up! And they have no comprehension what it is.
Before filming commenced, we went to the sea a few hours north of Berlin.
We went to Rostock in Germany, and we were on this beautiful ship similar to the Demeter, and the lovely crew taught us how to tie various types of knots and deal with the rigging.
And we realized how hard it is and how in shape these guys must have been.
Every time I tried to pull on a rope, I would just like get lifted into the air.
Okay.
And action.
We started our voyage doing the interiors of the ship in Berlin, in Babelsberg. It's a fantastic studio, great space.
This used to be a lumber ship, built the old way. But now everyone wants steam ships.
We had one set, which was the mess hall, and it was on these sort of rockers that kind of went back and forth. Everyone's kind of getting seasick, but we're on the set.
We built 90% of the interior in one piece. And that really helps the movie feel like it's actually taking place in a real place. And we needed this vast space to feel like a labyrinth inside, with all nooks and crannies and dark spots and long hallways.
It's not these disjointed pieces. We had this whole set that we could make our playground, so to speak. And that scale actually really does help in creating that world and making everything feel more real.
God save you all. May he save the ship. May he save the crew.
And then we had to shift this huge company of people to the island of Malta.
Okay.
About an hour from Sicily and about 2 or 3 hours from Africa.
Day one, Malta.
And we have this infinity tank that looks out into the Mediterranean. And so they built the ship, the exterior of the ship, in this tank.
We actually built, I think, the biggest ship that has ever been in that tank in Malta.
It's 180 feet long, which is what the Demeter was scripted to be. And yeah, it's a huge achievement. It's got a massive barge underneath it, which is full of air tanks, which when we fill them with water and air at the same time, make the ship list from port to starboard to get it as close to the real thing as possible.
At first, you think it was a film about a group of ragtag sailors, and you don't know the evil that's sort of lurking beneath.
When we find Anna, the idea is that she's very much near death. and Dracula has been feeding on her, and so we had to create a more emaciated look.
We have to get off this boat, now!
We did a combination of prosthetics and shading using makeup. It took about 3 hours, so it was fun. I looked pretty horrendous.
He brought me here to feed.
My character, Petrovsky, does not like the fact that Anna is on board.
Bad luck, woman on board. Makes the sky turn. Animals go mad.
And things start to go wrong. The animals are all dead, and we're trying to figure out how it happened.
Where the hell did you come from?
And to watch that unfold, it's sheer terror.
Boo!
We're filming outdoors, we're filming at nighttime, we're filming with special effects, and we've got Dracula himself in all his friggin' glory.
I got messy, I got bloody, but it's not over yet.
The scariest character, I believe, in the whole world is Dracula. There's something, yes, scary about him, and you know, once he's on you, that's it.
Dracula, he's the perfect monster. It's really interesting that this monster that's among us only comes for us when it's dark. It's monster time when the lights go out.
Yeah, the nighttime one is the big one. He only hunts at night. Sometimes he just feeds, sometimes he kills people, sometimes he kind of plays with his prey.
He enjoys playing with us. You add that to his strength and his unhuman capabilities, it makes for a terrifying creature.
Please, no!
This scene of me becoming a vampire, being under the control of Dracula, is maybe one of the most beautiful and hardest scenes that I ever did.
Save me!
Starting with technical parts, which is putting the silicone prosthetics every morning for like 6-7 hours, and then chasing Toby through all these dark hallways.
Mr. O'Garan. The scene with O'Garan was probably one of my favorite scenes to shoot. He grabbed me, dragged me. I'm terrified, as anyone would be.
When Toby's put in danger, it's pure horror. Woody is such a wonderful actor. He works so hard, prepping every scene and really focuses.
I get bitten by Dracula. But that doesn't really kill me because I'm kind of alive. I start being a vampire, so I'm not really alive, but I'm not dead.
When Dracula goes and bites Toby, we have a custom harness and we have a line going up through the top of the set. And that was our first kind of stunt that we did with Woody on the show, and he was great with it. We had to build a big truss system to do a lot of our flying things for the creature climbing up the mast. We had special collars built for the mast system, and my stunt team was a great team of guys, and they kind of nailed it.
The devil is real. I want to kill the cursed thing.
The battle scene is definitely one of the standout scenes just because the elements in it, the water, the weather, the lightning, Dracula being there and all his glory.
Action!
We have to hurry!
The entire final battle sequence, I think, is probably one of my favorites I've ever done on a film. Getting knocked over and knocked down and water dumped on you over and over and over. You know, the water's freezing. Water's like literally in your boots.
It was a very difficult movie to shoot. We had a lot of technical issues going on at the same time. We have these enormous lighting rigs hanging from these cranes, and we have wind coming in. We have drain towers, we had stunt rigs, and we were shooting in a tank, and we're shooting 360.
I've had a couple of moments on this set here in Malta in the tanks with all the rain and the water cannons and the wind and the lightning.
We've had a lot of water dumped on us, fired at us, shot at us. And when you're strapped to the wheel of a ship, well, let me put it this way, you need your sense of humor.
I personally love building suspense. That's what I have the most fun doing because it's all about cinema. It's all about editing, pacing, sound effects, music. And Bear McCreary made some fantastic music. He created a really grand, epic piece of music for this movie, which feels like it's this journey from one side of Europe to the other.
The great part about this genre is that it pushes you outside your comfort zone.
The one emotion we don't really want to feel is fear. But when you can do that safely in a theater, for example, you're attracted to that.
You're watching them go through this experience that they have no choice but to go through. There's no way off the ship. And that evil is lurking right there.
May God have mercy on us all.